What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Nate Rodriguez, and I'm back again with another video for y'all today. And in today's video, what I'll be explaining and breaking down to you guys in the most simplest of terms is trend lines and how to use trend lines and what trend lines are for, and how to understand when trend lines are broken and how to understand when trend lines are respected. So let's get right into it. What are trend lines? So trend lines are, number one, a trend. So if you guys don't know what a trend is, which I know you guys know what a trend is, but if you guys wouldn't, a trend is structure going either upwards or downwards. For my example, it's going upwards. Now what a trend line is exactly what it sounds like. It's a line on that trend. Now what we do with these trend lines and what the purpose of these trend lines is for is to mark vertical or the hell, what you call it when it's going down? Whatever. I do trading, I don't do all the extra stuff. All right, I'm good at trading. I'm good at what I know it is. But with trend lines, what they do is that marks vertical support. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Vertical and horizontal. So vertical upwards or downwards. It marks vertical support and resistance. So what you would understand is a lot of times when you put these lines on your charts, you want them to be able to tell a story. That's what support does. That's what trend lines do. That's what anything that you put on your chart, it should let you know pretty much what has happened in the past and what you can expect from the future. All technical analysis is pretty much just looking at the past and understanding that that could happen again in the future, and what is the probability, how many times it happened in the past, what is the probability that will happen tomorrow. So with this trend line right here, we see it hit one time here and it hit one time here. So going forward, the next time it would hit this trend line, what would we expect? Because every time it came down, it dropped. Every time it hit here, it dropped. So next time that it comes there, what we would expect is for it to hit there and drop. So pretty much what it does is it creates that visible representation of what's been happening in the past, and when it happened, what was the result of it happening. So you can use that as a confluence in your trading. It's not going to be the only thing. I don't want you guys to ever look at a trend line and just be like, oh, we hit the trend line last time, hit the trend line this time, 100% is going to fall. That is in no way the case. What this is a confluence. So you have other things that you look at, other confluences that you look at, which I can go over another video, all the different confluences that there are. When you have those and you look at those and you add this on top of it as an extra confluence, this will help you understand and have more of a higher confidence in what you believe is going to happen next. So this could also happen in the same way as a downtrend. So say for an example, we have a downtrend and we have price just falling down like this. Same thing. Every time we come to this zone, what are we expecting? A drop. What are we expecting? A drop. Same thing we're expecting to happen there. Matter of fact, I just did it down. I'm tripping. Hold on. Let me do an uptrend for y'all. I'm sorry about that. Impulse correction, continuous impulse correction. So for an uptrend, same thing. This is what you would expect. You would expect every time it hits there to shoot up. Every time it hits there to shoot up. That's what you would be expecting with an uptrend for a trend line. Now that we hopefully understand that, let's understand how we can look at trend line break and retest. So say that we have an uptrend. Let me look at this better so I can draw it better. Say that we have an uptrend and the structure of the uptrend is going up. We're going up. We're creating higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, and we're creating higher lows, and then ultimately, eventually, when the structure is broken, we create a lower low, and we create eventually, once this retests and shoots down, we create a lower high. So the reason for the trend line is this gives us an area to have price retest to give us confirmation that the trend is changing. Now, it doesn't always have to do that. It doesn't always have to come up and retest this trend line. Sometimes what will happen is it will retest the previous low. So price might come to this low right here and then might retest and shoot down from that area. That is also a possibility. But what we use the trend lines for is in case that low doesn't get respected and price does shoot up a little bit just to create a lower high up here, then we can take that trade. We have that confirmation. We have that exact area on our charts that we can look for that retest. But ultimately, all trend lines is just a representation of vertical support and resistance. That's all it is. And it gives you confluence for what you believe to be going on. So if you see that structure broke going down like this, structure broke, and you want to see, okay, I hope you guys can see this the right way, the way I'm trying to make you guys see this. But it's a downtrend. We're creating lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower high, and we ultimately end up creating a higher high, and we ultimately end up creating a higher low. Now, if you don't have a support here, because you can't, because where would the support be? It can't go across there, it can't go across there. It wouldn't make sense because it's trending downwards. You have a trend line instead. This is a new area where, just like if you had support and resistance, you will be able to, once price retest the support, you'll be able to look for buys. This is the same thing, but it's just vertical. So diagonally, when it's coming down and it breaks that high, it might not retest exactly on that high. It could though. It's possible that it could, and then you could draw support there. But if it doesn't and it comes down a little bit deeper and it retests on top of this trend line right here, that is your other entry. That is why we use trend lines as well as support and resistance. You really want to be able to use everything. You want to be able to understand everything. Not every strategy, but technical analysis wise, trend lines, support and resistance, candlesticks, all things like that. You want to add them all together and have a good understanding of each and every one of them to be able to put them together and be more aware and understanding of what's going on in the market. That is the whole reasoning for this. Now, I feel like this doesn't need too much explanation. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. But if you guys have any questions, you guys could 110% comment down below in the comment section and I'll answer them. But like I said, it's literally a vertical, diagonal, whatever you want to call it, support and resistance. So just like I explained to you guys with support and resistance the other day, when price comes, rejects, it gives you a line to put in your chart that you can expect something from. So if you've seen every single time from that trend line in the past, price came, it rejected, you can expect for price to reject from that line again. Now, that does not mean that it won't get broken one day and price might not go up and reverse on you. That might happen as well. But that is why you're not going to solely use this as your sole confirmation to take a trade. You're going to add multiple different confirmations and confluences into your trading. Now, this is something you could look at and add to your toolkit. So I hope you guys all understood. I hope you guys all got a lot of value from this video. I hope you guys can implement this on your own charts and make a crazy amount of money. And I believe in y'all that y'all will. But if you guys, like I said, have any questions, comment down below. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out, more than happy to clarify anything that you guys need up with you guys. And I just hope if you got any value from this video, you like, you comment, you subscribe, you share this video with somebody else that you feel like might need some help. Share the love, share the value, and I'll see you guys in the next video.